welcome. I am Professor Monikam Sugumaran, Chair of the University of Massachusetts Faculty Council, the governing body of the faculty. Please join me in welcoming our Chancellor, J. Keith Motley. Who will open the main ceremony now, Chancellor Motley.
So, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am here to offer my welcome, but also to declare the 45th commencement exercises of the University of Massachusetts, Boston now officially open. Now, I know that you were asking for some sunshine. You were worried about rain, so don't complain. We're going to move you through this day, but first, I want you to rise. As one of your own, our graduating senior and a JFK Award nominee, Michael Maloney from the College of Liberal Arts and the College of Nursing and Health Sciences sings our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So I want to thank Michael, but I also want to thank our honor guard from our own Department of Public Safety. Don't they look good? You all look fierce in those uniforms, I tell you. Thank you for all that you do. Hey, have a seat, everybody. So congratulations, University of Massachusetts, Boston, class of 2013. Now, before we begin today's ceremony, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence as we remember the victims of the Boston Marathon bombing earlier this year. Thank you so very much. Now, as you know, our great mayor of this city, Mayor Commencement, who is also a graduate of this great public research university, the University of Massachusetts, Boston, played a leading role in making sure that this city continued to move forward after those bombings. I want to thank you for the moment of silence. I'd like to ask President Correct to please join me here at the podium. Now, we remember the survivors of April's horrifying attack and those whose lives were taken from us. Martin Richards, Lou Lindsay, and the University of Massachusetts Boston's own former student, Crystal Campbell. Now, one of Crystal's professors in sociology remembers her as a strong, beautiful, ebullient, and wise woman, an enthusiastic learner who worked very hard to overcome obstacles, a sensitive and a caring listener with her classmates, and a motivated student who worked until she got it right. Her Spanish professor says, she warned me at the beginning of the course that she was not good at languages, but she was certainly good at communicating with others and sharing projects and for sharing that beautiful smile. By the end of that semester, Crystal had made friends with everyone in her class, and she did well in that class after all. This morning, ladies and gentlemen, we honor Crystal's memory by granting her a Bachelor of Arts degree and Sociology's degree. That's right, clap your hands. She was right there finishing that degree. We're honored to be joined by Crystal's mother, who's over here, Patricia Campbell, and her father, William Campbell, her brother, William Campbell III, her aunt and uncle, John, Elise Rowley, and also her cousin, John Rowley Jr. They're all here today. Right over here. I would like to invite William Campbell III to the stage to accept Crystal's degree on her behalf. Come on up, William. Right here. We're going to have you stand right here. You can turn around and face the audience. A whole lot of people out there, huh? That's why they sent you up here. Because they knew you could handle it. So now, welcome to our family, man. By the authority vested in me, by this gentleman right here, President Robert Correct, and the Board of Trustees of the University of Massachusetts, I confer upon Crystal Campbell the degree of Bachelor of Arts as recommended by all of those faculty back there of the University of Massachusetts, Boston. In accordance with the usual custom and the token thereof, we present this diploma to her brother, William Campbell III. We are proud and honored to celebrate her life today. And as if that was not enough, I'd like to invite Trustee Richard Campbell to the front of the stage. The front of the stage. It's my honor to announce that this young man, our trustee Campbell and his wife, Barbara Campbell, have designated their scholarship to the University of Massachusetts, Boston, in honor and memory of Crystal. This family is from Medford. They're Medford natives, and also they happen to share the last name, but they're not related. But this gentleman decided that he was moved so much by this that he wanted to make sure that there was a scholarship named for Crystal at this campus. And so we're so grateful to you, Dick, and your family for that. Give them a round of applause. And by the way, I didn't have to tell you because you knew when he had that kind of soul, you knew where he was from. University of Massachusetts, Boston graduate, right there. Thank you, man. Okay, you all can be seated. Keep on waving those fans and all those other things. A couple of you showed me those little fans blowing on your face, but I see you didn't pass one to the chancellor on the way by, though. Class of 2013, we also remember your classmates who cannot be with us today because they were called to active duty as members of the United States Armed Forces, including one of our graduates who is en route right now to Afghanistan as we speak, Army National Guard Staff Sergeant Deanna Cousins. She's in her third volunteer tour of duty. Today, she earns her bachelor's degree in management. Now, she's watching right now. So I want to do a 1, 2, 3 congratulations to Dina. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Oh, my God. Somebody told me to make sure that you knew that this is being streamed all around the world. So we don't know who's watching you on this camera. So be careful out there. Listen, thank you so much. Our thoughts and prayers are with Dina and her family and with all of our enlisted students and their families. Now, like Dina, many students among us today have served our country. Those of you who are veterans, please rise and be recognized. If you are a veteran, stand up. We thank you for your service. Now, The University of Massachusetts, Boston was founded to provide access to academic excellence. Members of the class of 2013, if, like me, you are living proof that you are the mission of this university, it means that you are part of that 50% that go here, that are the first generation to graduate from their college in your family. I ask you now, if you are the first person in your family to earn a college degree, please rise and be recognized. That is powerful. That is powerful. That is what this university is about. I know you want to eat it up, but you can have a seat now. Class of 2013, this is an unusually solemn ceremony for this university. And it's also an unusually sad spring for our city, this great city of Boston. Although we are under the shadow of a tragedy, we are reminded that it is normal and human and necessary to continue to feel joy, especially on a day like today, as we celebrate what you have worked so hard for so long. The 13th century Persian poet Rumi said, "Sorrow prepares you for joy. It violently sweeps everything out of your house so that new joy can find space to enter. It shakes the yellow leaves from the bough of your heart so that fresh green leaves can grow in their place. It pulls up the rotten roots so that new roots hidden beneath have room to grow. Whatever sorrow shakes from your heart, far better things will take their place. So don't you worry. Whatever sorrow takes from your heart, successes get sweeter and sweeter and sweeter." Now let's consider some examples right among you today. Consider the example set by College of Nursing and Health Sciences students Megan Croce, Stacy Sasato, and Christine Marina. Stand up, and also Monica Roy. Stand up so we can see you. Let me tell you about these students. They were inadvertent first responders on a terrible day as they volunteered at the medical tent near the finish line of the Boston Marathon. Megan said, "Instead of letting this event make me feel weak or timid about my career choice, I intend to only let it make me that much stronger." Megan, Stacy, Christine, and Monica, stand up again so we may thank you for your bravery. You are an inspiration. You are an inspiration. Another student working to save lives is William Hanna, an Army veteran and a physics major, graduating today with a 3.94 grade point average. Now, after taking a graduate-level biophysics course, Will discovered an interest in cancer research. He designed an independent study to find a better, more precise way to track the growth of certain kinds of tumors, which could help researchers treat them more effectively. Will is preparing for graduate school this summer and hopes to continue doing cancer research in our city. Will, stand up so we can see you. Now also, someone who's on top of her game. Alyssa Trinidad, whom Governor Deval Patrick honored last month as one of 29 state college and university graduates who shine. Alyssa is gearing up for an unprecedented third internship at prestigious financial services company, Deloitte & Touche, and an opportunity that she found through her career fair and made it her own. After spending a semester abroad at Oxford University, she came back to the campus to co-teach a first-year honors seminar on British economics. Alyssa will be pursuing her passion in a master's program in accounting this fall before joining the staff of Deloitte & Touche. Alyssa, please stand so we can see you. So I want to also introduce another person to you. Now, sometimes as chancellor, you walk around campus, and just like those people that star in these action movies, sometimes you wish you had a stand-in. Well, I have a stand-in on this campus who, you know, sort of like that Denzel Washington complex that I have. I needed someone who could stand in to make sure that everything was cool when I wasn't around. Michael D. Flippo, where you at, man? You're out there. He's 6 foot 6 inches. He looks just like me. Stand up, Michael. There he is over there. Doesn't he look like me? Thank you for always being that stand-in to make sure that the podium's tall enough and all those kinds of things, man. I appreciate it. Congratulations to you. Also, finally, I have as my special guest members of a family whose joy today embodies the uniqueness and inclusiveness of the University of Massachusetts, Boston. I often say to students that graduation just isn't about you. Some of you tell me, I don't want to show up to graduation. It's too hot, Chancellor. You talk too much. You're too long. Get right to the point. Give me my degree. Hey, it's about your family. It's about your parents. It's about those guardians. It's about those people in your family that are sitting out in this sun, who've been rooting for you, who've been bragging about you everywhere they go. That's why they're sitting back there. But in this case, I mean it literally, because in this case, in that both a father and his daughter are graduating today together. Johnson Ibn Nwaka is here. He's a student in exercise and health sciences. He sent me a note the other day saying, I felt it would be great news for the college to know that a father and his last daughter will be graduating this Friday. I came to this great country some years back with 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls, who have all gone to college. My daughter, Ivy, will be graduating from the College of Liberal Arts this Friday with me on the campus lawn. I want to use this opportunity, Chancellor, to give thanks to this country, the great United States of America, to all of the academic staff of this great university, and to all the young boys and girls that I took class with for the great respect for an older classmate like me. Thanks and God bless you all. Long live the University of Massachusetts, Boston. Listen, you all stand up so we can see you. It's difficult to imagine a scenario that evokes more joy than this. A father and a daughter now share a bond of mutual pride that will last the rest of their lives. She also had a sister that's an alumna from here. Her brother went up to our Amherst campus. We forgave him this morning. We told him we still love him. It's part of the family. And so, to your mother, Queen Day, and also to the sister and to the brother, thank you all for being here today. Those are just a few stories from our 3,906 record-setting graduating students, each of whom is inspiring in their own right. Class of 2013, may the joys and the successes we celebrate today carry forward into your bright future. Now, graduates, so many people have helped you get to where you are. As I stated earlier, our celebration is for them as well. First, I'd like to ask you to rise and join me in thanking your family, friends, and loved ones with a round of applause. Okay, hold up. Now, that was weak. I know the sun has took your energy away, but there is a campus that we have down on Nantucket. I want to hear it down Nantucket. Give your families a round of applause. That's what I'm talking about. Also, today we also recognize the support of your University of Massachusetts Boston faculty. Many of them are right back here seated behind me on the stage. And others, including retired faculty members, are working out there, making sure you have water and everything else you need, assisting you in this ceremony. They are so proud of you. I'm also honored to acknowledge the presence of Iraqi peace advocate and activist Ari Nalmadin Mohammed Jabari. Now, yesterday afternoon, he was awarded the Chancellor's Medal for International Peace and Reconciliation for his steadfast devotion to justice, human rights, and the safety and freedom of all Iraqis. Give them all a round of applause. So have a seat. Class of 2013, you join the ranks of more than 90,000 alumni, including members of the 50th and 40th anniversary classes present today, representing the 1963 graduating class of Boston State College. We welcome Board of Visitors Vice Chair Selma Sachs. 50 years. Some of you all saying, yeah, 50 years, Chancellor. It goes quick. Enjoy every minute of it. Also, we welcome former Massachusetts State Representative James P. Collins. And representing the 1973 graduating class of the University of Massachusetts Boston, we welcome Linda Zoe Provost. Stand up so we can see you too. Both of them from the class of 1973. In addition to Selma Sachs, Arthur Mabbitt, chair of our Board of Visitors, has joined us today as well. We also recognize the Vice President of the University of Massachusetts Boston Alumni Association, Maureen Melton, from the classes of 1985 and also 1990. Now I'd like to introduce the members of the University Board of Trustees that are here. First, our trustee and representative from the Boston campus, Alexis Marble. Then our chair, Henry M. Thomas. Ed Collins. Trustee Alice Lee. And of course, our own Richard Campbell. Also on stage today are the University of Massachusetts President, Robert Corrett, but also our Senior Vice President, Marcelette Williams. Please join me again in recognizing all of those wonderful people. Those of you that know me know that I can't let a moment like this pass without recognizing those who help me keep level and clear about what's important in my life. My own family is here in the sunshine today, sweating in the front row. My beautiful wife, Angela, but also I have a 11th grader. And it's 11th grader cut day today at her high school. So we're going to put her on film that she's here on cut day, not down at Ames Pond hanging out with the rest of her classmates. She came to commencement. And she chose to come to commencement. No pressure from Dad. It's now my privilege to introduce our president, Robert Corrett, who brings greetings on behalf of the University of Massachusetts system. Thank you.
Hello, class of 2013. Congratulations. To Chairman Thomas and the other members of the Board of Trustees, the Chancellor and all of his team, faculty, staff, and students here at the University of Massachusetts, parents, family, friends, honorary degree recipients, and other distinguished guests, and particularly to you, our graduates, of whom we're very, very proud. I'm really pleased to be part of this special day. On behalf of the University of Massachusetts family, which represents about 71,000 students on our campuses and almost 500,000 student alumni around the globe, I extend congratulations to all of you on your achievements today. We're very, very proud of what you've accomplished. I salute your accomplishments and wish you enormous success as you go out into the world and fulfill your own personal destiny. I want to quickly share with you one of my favorite quotes. It's from the author Pat Conroy. It's from his book, My Losing Season. It reads, "Why do they not teach you that time is a finger snap and an eye blink, and that you should not allow a moment to pass you by without taking joyous, ecstatic note of it, not wasting a single moment of its swift, breakneck circuit?" It's one of my favorite quotes because it succinctly summarizes what I have felt and what I think life is all about, and why it's important to live life intentionally, to the fullest, every day. If we do not, time will pass us by before we know it. It will pass us by in that finger snap. Today I encourage you graduates to be stewards of your destiny and chart your own course. Become active participants in deciding where you're going, and don't just let every day happen. Drive that car instead of just going along for the ride. One thing that time does in that blink of an eye is bring change. It always brings change. Even in your short lifetimes as college students over the last few years, the changes you've seen have been dramatic, from technological revolutions to advances in society's social and political norms. Life will eventually be transformed beyond your imagination or any of our imaginations. And as individuals, we will need to adapt over and over again. We too will change. We too must change. Education is what makes that change and that adaptation possible. Finally, I want to say how pleased we are to be joined this morning by Crystal Campbell's family members. The entire UMass community was profoundly affected by the tragic events on Patriots' Day, and we grieve the loss of Crystal, part of the UMass family. I am proud that the university community, and this campus in particular, has found an appropriate way to honor her memory. She will forever be in our thoughts. As Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that." So today, I urge the graduates to be a positive force in the world, not a negative force. Go out and make a name for yourself in doing good deeds. UMass graduates have changed the world from every conceivable perspective, and now that same opportunity and that same obligation is at your doorstep. So drive your own car for your own good and for your country's good. I want to thank everyone here today who has supported the University of Massachusetts and helped to make it the great university it is today. UMass Boston and you are linked forever. UMass Boston is part of you, and you are part of UMass Boston forever. Please be there for us in the future, as we have been there for you to get you to this special day today. We need you. And again, I say congratulations to the class of 2013. Enjoy your journey. Have a great time as you move forward in your own personal life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Correct. Now my privilege to introduce our chair, Henry Thomas III, who brings greetings on behalf of the University of Massachusetts Board of Trustees. Henry.
Good morning. Is anybody in the house here? Good morning. All right. We have to confer some degrees. We need to make sure there's some folks out here to receive them today. There's not a lot to say after Chancellor Motley takes the microphone, is there? But because he's so eloquent and comprehensive, I'm going to be brief. First, I'll start with just letting you know how pleased I am to be with all of you for this inspiring and uplifting occasion. On behalf of the UMass Board of Trustees, I salute UMass Boston class of 2013, their families and friends as well. And I want to applaud the keynote speaker, James Gustav, belovedly known as Gus, and all the honorees, speakers, and distinguished guests gathered this morning. I also want to thank President Corrett and Chancellor Motley for their actually remarkable leadership of the UMass system in the Boston campus. Both men allow us to rest comfortably in the knowledge that we have two inspiring leaders at the helm of this great institution. I would also like to acknowledge the family and friends of Crystal Campbell, whose life was cut tragically short and whose legacy we honor today as a member of the UMass Boston community. I thank the family for their presence here today and for the comfort it provides us all. As chairman and member of the UMass Board of Trustees, there is no greater responsibility that we have than to do our part to give students the greatest opportunities to succeed. We honor the sacred trust that students and their families place in the university when they put in our hands this awesome responsibility to provide students with a high-quality education built to last in the 21st century. But this responsibility goes beyond merely exposing our students to high-quality faculty and staff and state-of-the-art facilities and technologies. It also means instilling in them the curiosity about the world, inspiring them to become engaged citizens who embrace their connectedness to the larger universe and to causes much greater than themselves. That is the mark of a great university, and that is what UMass strives every day to do. To the graduates, I am confident that the degree you're being awarded today will hold you in good stead. I believe it will open doors far and wide. I know many of you will go on to achieve great things in your life and career because that's what UMass Boston grads do. They put their stamp on the world and help make it a better place to live. But it is also my ardent hope that as life opens door after door of opportunity for you, that you will leave it open so that others have that chance. I hope that your degree from UMass Boston remains a source of pride for you and that you will continue to support and defend your alma mater from this day forward. So congratulations on this joyous day in your life. The world is waiting for you, your unique talents and your brilliance. Take it all in, then exhale, and go forth with all your strength, tenacity, and sagacity to make a difference in the world that awaits you. Congratulations, class of 2013.
Now, we confer awards on 3 of our unbelievable faculty members. we begin with the award for distinguished teaching.
Chancellor Motley, I have the privilege to introduce from the Department of Accounting and Finance in the College of Management the recipient of the 2013 Chancellor's Award for Distinguished Teaching, Department Chair and Professor Arindam Bandyopadhyay.
Professor Bandyopadhyay, you are a trusted advisor, a generous mentor, and a respected member of the business community. Thanks to you, our students learn finance from industry leaders, navigate the stock market on our Bloomberg trading floor, and wow us with the winning performance of the student-managed fund. You inspire, there you go. You inspire lots of students, but you inspire a love of economics and finance in your students, which a colleague describes as a tall task that appears easy in your capable hands. One of your students said, as I applied to work for PricewaterhouseCoopers, Professor Bando gave me advice, confidence, and a sense of purpose that anything I put my mind to, I can achieve. When I got the job, he was the first in line to congratulate me. In recognition of your abilities and your accomplishments, I am pleased to present you with the Chancellor's Award for Distinguished Teaching.
Chancellor Motley, I have the privilege to introduce from the Department of Psychology in the College of Liberal Arts the recipient of the 2013 Chancellor's Award for Distinguished Scholarship, Professor Elizabeth Roma.
Professor Roma, you are internationally recognized for your research on anxiety disorder and the possibilities of mindfulness-based treatment to help those who suffer from them. With millions of dollars in grant funding and nearly 100 publications to your credit, you apply your research to make a difference to sufferers of general anxiety disorder who previously had little hope for effective treatment. To veterans who experience post-traumatic stress disorder, to minority communities bearing the psychological scars of racism. Your students become your collaborators as you give new generations of scholars the cachet of your stellar reputation. One colleague said, as I accepted my position here, I heard where Liz Raymer was, and everyone said, you're so lucky. Indeed, we are all lucky. In recognition of your expertise and your generous mentorship, I am pleased to present you with the Chancellor's Award for Distinguished Scholarship.
Chancellor Motley, I have the privilege to introduce from the Department of Political Science in the College of Liberal Arts, the recipient of the 2013 Chancellor's Award for Distinguished Service, Department Chair, Associate Professor, and Director of the Institute for Asian American Studies, Paul Watanabe.
Professor Watanabe, during your 33 years of service to this great university, you have forever changed the culture of our institution and our priorities and our passions. Your hard work, from the classrooms to the U.S. Census Bureau, has had the incidental benefit of making our entire world a better place. We are so proud to claim you as our own. As founding director of the Institute for Asian American Studies for 20 years, you have advocated for improved public policy, representation, access to education, and health outcomes for Asian Americans. You have opened up opportunities for Asian and other minority students at this university and nationally. You have excelled at every single role of a great many you have been asked to fulfill. You have also kept us in the news almost daily as a well-informed, witty, pithy political pundit. In recognition of your steadfast commitment to civic engagement, I am pleased to present you with the Chancellor's Award for Distinguished Service.
On this day, it is my privilege to join Chancellor Motley in presenting the John F. Kennedy Award for Academic Excellence to the most deserving student. Samuel Chandler, please step forward.
So, let the following be a testament to how hard Sam Chandler worked. He had to ask for a day off from his MBA program so he could be here today. I hope that over at Babson College they understand this, Sam. I also hope that they know what a gift they have in you. After serving 2 tours of duty with the United States Marine Corps, Sam Chandler enrolled here on the GI Bill. He has not slowed down since coming on this campus. Sam is not complacent about his own achievements, so he pushes others to achieve. When he finished his freshman year on the Dean's List, he became a peer mentor for new students. When he learned how to navigate the often confusing process of claiming veterans benefits, he worked with the Veterans Affairs to help our other student veterans receive their dues. And when he lost a friend and a fellow Marine, Sam created the Andrew Graham Semper Fi Fund, which awards scholarships to students from Andrew's hometown, funded by a 5K race that Sam organizes. Sam tries to change the world. It forms his dreams of working in renewable energy. As he graduates today, and by the way, summa cum laude. He is on his way. In recognition of his academic record and commitment to service, I am pleased to present the 2013 John F. Kennedy Award for Academic Excellence to Samuel Chandler. Now, the JFK Award winner, Sam Chandler, will now present remarks on behalf of the class of 2013.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Chancellor, for those flattering remarks. I don't really know where you go from there. It's such a great honor to be standing before you all as the 2013 John F. Kennedy Award winner. I can't begin to thank everyone who has supported me throughout my studies here at UMass Boston, but it goes without saying that I'm only here because of the effort and care of many wonderful, caring, and loving people. Many of you are here today. So thank you, Mom and Dad, Monica, my friends, my professors, of course, Gus, State, and Silva, all the faculty in the College of Management, the Campus Center, for just everything that you've done. I'm so lucky to be surrounded by such a group of amazing people. So I was going to make a joke about the weather, but when I had to put on a sweatband, I think it became inappropriate. Actually, it's so nice out though, I can probably see across the harbor to where some of you probably had to park. I'm proud to stand before you today as a son, a brother, a friend, a United States Marine, and soon to be a UMass Boston alumnus. During my time here at UMass, I may have gotten lost in McCormick, wondered what the heck the first floor is doing above the UL. Drove in circles trying to park, stressed out about some Wi-Fi, but today it sure seems like it all worked out. Class of 2013, I can't think of a better climate to learn than one where my peers have been so diverse. And I don't just mean from the South Shore or the West Coast. I mean that in every single one of the courses I've taken, there were students in it from all over the world. I've brushed up on my Spanish with mi amigo Julito in the Campus Center, who we all love. I've been dazzled by classmates speaking Portuguese, Russian, German, French, Ukrainian, Hebrew, Arabic, you name it. It's been such a pleasure getting to know all of you over the last 4 years. This has really been a journey that we've all taken together. And if you're here today, then I guess we made it out the other side. So I know that many of us have families with us here today, celebrating our accomplishments and showing their support once again. So whether you have 10 brothers and sisters helping you along the way or just a few friends and family, let's be sure to remember them today and remember just who taught us how to tie our shoes and helped us get into that first class. So when I was growing up, my mom, who you're all going to get to know a little bit right now, every time we went out hiking or even just in the backyard, she would stop and point out all the different plants and animals and flowers. She would always notice the flowers we didn't see or the buds in the bushes that were getting ready to bloom. And as an 8-year-old, I often thought to myself, wow, how did she do that? But what I realize now is what she was really teaching me was more than just to watch out for the poison ivy or what berries I could eat. It was the value of paying attention to your surroundings and appreciating the world that we live in. My mom taught me that it takes practice to notice the things around you and don't take anything for granted. Nowadays, it's easy to walk down the sidewalk or through the halls just scrolling through your news feed. But I'm here to say that we should take a page from my mom. Look up. Notice your friends. Say hi to people. Engage with your world. And don't forget to smile. So thanks, Mom. I love you. So when I was 12 years old, my brother started working on a farm. As a younger sibling, that meant I had to as well. Spending summers out in the fields and on the farm, I learned a lot of things. Beyond how to tell when the beans and corns are ready to be picked, I learned a thing or two about hard work. We worked with a guy named Bill, whose family had been farming that land for generations. And one thing that we always admired about him was that he could fix just about anything with some baling twine and vice grips. He did everything with nothing, fixing things we may have long given up on. From Bill, I learned that there is no substitute for a hard day's work, and also that with the right mindset, no task is too large and no problem too tough, and that with a little bit of creativity and determination, there is nothing that you cannot overcome. Bill would encounter a task, scratch his head, and then get right to it, not stopping until it was done. That type of will and grit is something that I've carried with me throughout my life, or aspire to at least, often imagining what Bill would say when I was whining about some homework or making some note cards. Now, I also learned from Bill that nothing beats fresh vegetables that you've grown yourself, but there's really no parable there, it's just true. So in high school, I learned from my father that when you drop your ego and you do things without asking for anything in return, you often get more than you could ever ask for. Whether it be lending a helping hand to someone in need, or just putting forth that little bit of extra effort that makes somebody's day better. My dad showed me how to find satisfaction in selfless acts. This became a core value of mine and is something that ultimately led to answering the call to duty to serve my country. So after high school, I joined the United States Marine Corps, and although I'm not quite sure I realized what I was getting myself into, I knew, much like here at UMass Boston, that one way or another, I would come out the other side a better person. In the Marine Corps, every time we learned a new skill, we called it adding something to our toolbox. Some of you might have heard that before. Now, thinking about that, I realize more and more that life is about what you can add to your toolbox. At UMass, I've added a lot of different skills and have experiences that have taught me what to do and what not to do. I've learned that just like on the farm, there is no substitute for hard work, which at UMass meant attending class, paying attention, engaging with your professors, trying not to tweet too much. I've learned that everything you do creates a brand. Every email that you send represents you. Every conversation you have leaves an impression. And I don't know about you, but I don't like to put my name on anything that doesn't represent who I am and what I stand for. As I prepare to leave UMass and embark on my next endeavor, I realize that beyond adding these tools to my toolbox, life is about using these tools. Just like a race car with no driver or an airplane without a pilot, the skills and abilities that we have are wasted unless we put them to use. So, a great example of someone who puts his toolbox to use every day, literally and metaphorically, is my friend John, who's actually over here with us today. John works 50 to 60 hours a week at Bunker Hill, he works 50 to 60 hours a week and takes night classes at Bunker Hill. Driven largely out of love for his brother, who we lost in 2002. With the intention of creating a memorial scholarship in his brother's memory, John realized that an education could be his greatest tool in this endeavor, and set off with a determination that I can only compare with what I've seen in the Marine Corps. John shows me that the importance of finding a dream that is important to you. He shows me that when you pursue a dream that is true to your heart, there is nothing that can stand in your way. Last November, John and I, with the help of many friends and family, hosted the first annual Boston River Run to raise money for our charity, and John and I would never have been able to embark on that endeavor if it weren't for our education. John's story motivates me because he shows me that just hard work and determination really do pay off, and when you figure out your dreams, then you should do everything in your power to achieve them, because no one else is going to do it for you. John F. Kennedy once said, "Let us think of education as the means of developing our greatest abilities, because in each of us there is a private hope and dream which, fulfilled, can be translated in benefit for everyone and a greater strength for our nation. One person can make a difference, and everyone should try." Pursuing your dreams is one of the purest endeavors that you can undertake, whether it means being the first in your family with a college education, or the CEO of your own company, or both. Determination and resolve are traits that not only benefit you, but everyone around you. So now is the time to ask yourself, class of 2013, what are your hopes and dreams? How will you use this education that you have worked so hard for? What do you have in your toolbox? Like John, will you work towards your dreams as tirelessly as they deserve? When you go to bed at night, will you be proud of what you've accomplished? When you look back on your life, will today be the day that you set out into the unknown and hit the ground running? My friends, I hope you will. I know I'm trying. Thank you. Semper Fi.
We will now present honorary degrees for 2013. Our university bestows honorary degrees upon individuals whose accomplishments represent the values our institution holds dear. Chancellor Motley will confer the honors. Chancellor Motley, I have the honor to present to you Jacques Dergemont to receive the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa.
Entrepreneur, developer, and global game changer. The University of Massachusetts Boston welcomes you, Jack Dangermont, on our Commencement Day. Excited by the possibilities of Geographic Information Systems, or GIS, before any of us knew how exciting those possibilities were, you and your wife, Laura, founded ESRI when you were 23 years old. ESRI is now the fourth largest privately held software company in the world. Yeah, that deserves a round of applause. You always knew there would be nearly infinite uses for this technology, and eventually the world caught up with you. Today, the applications for your geographical data are as unlimited as the data itself. First, responders to national disasters use your GIS software to map where resources are most needed. Healthcare providers use it to build new hospitals in underserved neighborhoods. Your software changes lives map by map. In honor of your innovation, persistence, and vision, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, in accordance with the usual custom and token thereof. We award you this diploma and invest you with the hood of a Doctor of Science. Congratulations.
Chancellor Motley, I have the honor to present to you Sarah I. Trent to receive the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa.
Right out here. Sarah I. Trent, scholar, activist, philanthropist, and inspiration to millions. The University of Massachusetts Boston welcomes you on our Commencement Day. Born in Zimbabwe to a family who believed that education was not for girls, you took your brother's school book every night and taught yourself how to read. As a little girl, you had dreams of earning your PhD in the United States, even after you were married at a very young age. In 1998, you, your husband, and 5 children moved to the United States. 3 years later, you earned a bachelor's degree. 11 years later, you realized your greatest dream when you earned your doctorate. Today, you use the miracle of your story to empower girls and women worldwide to articulate and pursue their dreams. In honor of your belief in the power of education, for all, carry I trenched by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of this University of Massachusetts in the United States of America, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, in accordance with the usual custom and the token thereof. We award you this diploma and invest you with the hood of a Doctor of Science. Congratulations.
Chancellor Motley, I have the honor to present to you James Gustav Gaspet to receive the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Rhodes Scholar, Professor, Advisor to President, activist, visionary, and advocate. The University of Massachusetts, Boston is honored to welcome you, Gustav, on our Commencement Day. In each of the many roles you have taken on, you are a voice for the environment. As an advisor to Presidents Carter and Clinton, you develop policies that would help our country manage its resources, sustainability, and all of that in a wonderful way. As co-founder of the Natural Resources Defense Council in 1970, you established a powerful advocacy and policy-making nonprofit, which continues to work with government and in the courts to save our planet. In 1982, when you co-founded the World Resources Institute, you launched a collaborative international effort to address the threat of climate change and global warming holistically. The World Resources Institute now has programs and initiatives that work at the intersection of development and conservation, helping people at the same time as they help the earth. At the United Nations, you have worked with governments worldwide to incorporate conservation and protection into their very foundation. You have served as an administrator of the UN Development Program, Special Coordinator for Economic and Social Affairs, and Chair of the UN Development Group. As Dean of the Yale School of Forestry and Environmental Studies for 10 years, you presided over one of the best-known university programs to encourage green development and resource management. And now, as a professor of law at Vermont Law School, you teach your students how to protect the earth through our legal system. You have worked within and outside of the system for your beliefs and for our sustainable future for your entire career. In honor of your passion for conservation, your clear-headed approach to protecting our planet, and your years of environmental advocacy, and all of your activism, Gustav, by the authority vested in me by the Board of the Trustees of the University of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Law, honoris causa, in accordance with the usual customs and token thereof. We award you this diploma and invest you with the hood of a Doctor of Law. Congratulations. Now with our 2013 commencement address, Gus Best. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. What a great honor it is for me to get this degree and to have this opportunity to be your commencement speaker at this unique and very important university. The administrators and the faculty I know here are truly inspiring. And I hear the students are pretty special too. Congratulations to you all, and thanks to the parents. When I was asked to do this, I asked if in accepting I could become an honorary Bostonian, and I was assured that I could. I suspect that many of you have heard Woody Allen's famous commencement quip. Two paths lie ahead of you, he said to the eager graduates. One leads to utter despair and the other to extinction. May you have the choice, the wisdom to choose wisely. When I told my son I'd be here today, I quoted Woody to him, and he said, "Don't go too negative on them, Dad." And I'm afraid I do have a minor reputation for doing that, but I'm not going there today. Somehow I've become somewhat of an old man, and surely, old man, you've got something useful to impart to the younger generation. In fact, I've thought very hard about what I have learned and what might be truly helpful to you, something positive. So let me say up front, the most important thing I've learned over the years. What we've got, mainly, to get us through life with a maximum of happiness and a minimum of suffering is simply each other. In the end, I think it's just that simple. The main thing that gives meaning to our lives and indeed to the world is caring so much for others that we act to create for them as much joy and as little suffering as possible. As the philosopher George Santiago said, there is no cure for birth or death save to enjoy the interval. And that enjoyment of life, above all, requires companionship and affection and support, things we can only receive from each other. I say it's just that simple, but of course we all too often seek to impart meaning to our lives in other ways. Almost universal is the tendency to try to find meaning at the mall. Here I refer to our consumerism, our affluenza. How wrong-headed to think that we can satisfy our non-material needs with more materialism, more stuff. Advertisers seduce us to try to meet these non-material needs by buying stuff, cars and clothing, jewelry, beer, and so much more. Madison Avenue and its clients love it precisely because it doesn't work. There is no meaning to be found at the mall, but somehow it doesn't stop us. We keep on buying, shop till we drop. But at some level, more and more people sense that this consumerism involves a great misdirection of life's energy. We know we're slighting the precious things that no market can provide that make life truly worthwhile. So here's a revolutionary new product that's trying to make it at the mall. Recently, a group of young women set up a stand in a mall in the Midwest to sell nothing. They promised that nothing was guaranteed not to put you in debt, 100% non-toxic, sweatshop free, doesn't contribute to global warming, is family friendly, it's fun and creative, and when they refused to leave the mall, they were arrested. Well, good for them, right? So what is it that makes us truly happy? That's this question addressed by a new field of positive psychology. And when the founder of this new field was asked to identify the roots of human happiness, his answer was quite simple: other people. We flourish in a setting of warm and nurturing and rewarding interpersonal relationships, and within that context, we flourish best when we are giving, not getting. So I've spoken mainly so far about caring for each other at the personal level. But caring for others is an opportunity that opens up in many spheres. So let me mention three others. First, care for your place, your community, wherever you live. In America, we've had enough throwaway cities and runaway businesses. So build the future locally. Create intentional communities, transition towns. Launch new enterprises that are rooted and sustainable, that have a higher purpose than mere profit. There's no Washington-style gridlock stopping us from acting where we live. Follow the food. Second, care for your country, wherever it is. Listen to this. Here's what Thomas Jefferson wrote at the end of his presidency. The care of human life and happiness is the first and only legitimate object of good government. My goodness. What if the people in Washington actually believe that today? We Americans had another wonderful, caring president in Franklin Roosevelt. In his last State of the Union address in 1944, he called on America to accept, and I quote, a second Bill of Rights, under which a new basis of security and prosperity can be established for all, regardless of station or race or creed. And Roosevelt went on to list these rights. The right to a good job. The right to earn enough to provide adequate food and clothing and recreation. The right of every family to a decent home. The right to adequate medical care and the opportunity to achieve and to enjoy good health. The right to adequate protection from the economic fears of old age and sickness and accident and unemployment. The right to a good education. Imagine these as rights. And that's in fact what the International Declaration of Human Rights does. Whatever the sad craziness of U.S. politics in the current moment, the proposition that we should have these rights is not radical. They are the rights, not the hopes, not the promises, but the rights sought for all of us by a great American president just yesterday when I was 2. To secure these rights and others, we all need to escape the clutches of the reigning neoliberal orthodoxy. In America and elsewhere, we need to build an economy and a politics that give priority to people and to place and to planet rather than to profit and product and power. Some have called it the caring economy. Still others have called it the solidarity economy, or the sharing economy. At the New Economy Coalition, based here in Boston, we're just calling it the New Economy. Join with us and help us build it. Rebecca Solnit has written that the grounds for hope are in the people who are inventing the world while no one looks. Join us in this effort. George Bernard Shaw famously remarked that all progress depends on being unreasonable. My friends, it's time for a large amount of civic unreasonableness. It's time for a deeper critique of why our economies aren't working for people and place and planet. Remember, to protest because you care for your country is an act of high patriotism. And remember what Frederick Douglass said in the fight against slavery: power concedes nothing without a demand. And lastly, my friends, care for our planet and care for the children and grandchildren and all future generations who will inhabit it. The young poet Drew Dellinger said it well about future generations when he wrote, "It's 3:23 in the morning and I'm awake because my great-great-grandchildren won't let me sleep. My great-great-grandchildren ask me in dreams, what did you do while the planet was plundered? What did you do when the earth was unraveling?" And today we know that caring for our endangered planet requires much deeper change than we imagined just a few decades ago. In 1970, say, when I was on the Mall in Washington for the first Earth Day. Today's environmentalism, I'm afraid, is not going to save the environment. Environmental action has got to dig deeper and challenge the root causes of our problems. Our consumerism and misguided values, the ascendancy of money power over people power, the worship of GDP as if it would actually deliver, the neglect of social justice, and much more. We've got to see these as part of the environmental agenda, or we'll never accomplish what we need to accomplish. And when we think about caring for the earth, let's always remember that caring must extend to all the life that evolved here with us. It doesn't matter, for example, whether we don't like a particular species or think it's unimportant. We didn't create it. We do not own it. It has intrinsic value. Nature has rights. The cultural historian and visionary Thomas Berry observed that humans created the concept of rights and then gave them all to themselves. Aldo Leopold saw plainly and wrote beautifully that the ethics by which we live must extend to caring for the land and all of the life on it. As my friend and author Terry Tempest Williams has noted, we can no longer say, let nature take care of itself. As you leave here and go forward, will your caring succeed? Well, I believe that your generation can and will succeed in many, many ways, and hopefully much better than mine did. Remember that there's tremendous power, as has been previously said here, in having a dream. So dream of a new place where the pursuit of happiness is sought not in more getting and spending, but in the growth of human solidarity and real democracy and devotion to the public good. Where the average person is empowered to achieve his or her human potential. Where the benefits of economic activity are widely and equitably shared. Where the environment is sustained for current and future generations. And where the virtues of simple living, and community self-reliance, and good fellowship, and respect for nature are the predominant ones. We can build this future if we join together and fight for it. Of course, there are bound to be setbacks, personally, nationally, otherwise. There'll be times when our efforts at caring don't seem to be working. But you know as well as I that giving up is never an option. For example, consider the principal thing that I've done in the public arena, and that is to work in every way over 35 years to hold back the onslaught of climate change. Well, I haven't succeeded very well, have I? But I have at least succeeded at trying. And if that's not enough, it's still a lot. Moreover, this fight to save our planet from that climate tsunami that's right offshore is not over, and with your help, we're going to win it. We simply must. Bill McKibben and 350.org are surely correct that they are real villains in the climate story. The fossil fuel executives who are determined to maximize profit, to defeat regulation, most of them knowing full well that they are ruining the planet but not caring. And that's why it's vital, I think, for all colleges and universities to divest out of fossil fuels. Not because we think it's going to bring big oil and big coal to their knees, but because it's the right thing to do. This climate struggle over those 35 years has been like rolling a rock to the top of a hill only to see it roll back down to the bottom again. So let me close with the remarkable interpretation of Sisyphus and his rock given to us by Albert Camus in his The Myth of Sisyphus. Camus says that Sisyphus was condemned by the gods to the dreadful punishment of futile and hopeless labor, forever rolling his rock to the top of the mountain only to have it fall back again of its own weight. Camus says that Sisyphus' crime was his hatred of death, his passion for life. But Camus, in the end, finds Sisyphus superior to his fate, stronger than his rock. I leave Sisyphus at the foot of the mountain, Camus writes, but the struggle itself towards the heights is enough to fill a person's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. The struggle itself, Camus concludes, is full of meaning. So here is my advice to you. Find your rock. Find your rock. You never know, it might just stay up there one day. Good luck to you. Take care of each other. Take care of your community. Take care of your country. Take care of the planet. Thank you.
That's what I love about you all. That's what I love about being here. You understand how important it is to be a part of something like this. And so, thank you, Gus, for your wonderful words. We now come to the most important part of why we're here today and the most important part of this ceremony, the conferral of graduate and undergraduate degrees and certificates of advanced graduate study on 3,906 students at the University of Massachusetts, Boston. That's a record number. Thank you all for hanging in here with us. Provost Langley will now present the candidates for doctoral degrees.
Thank you, Chancellor Motley. We begin by presenting the candidates for doctoral degrees. Would Dean of Graduate Studies, Jean Gorgia, please step forward. Chancellor Motley, of the 43 doctoral students graduating today, we have the honor to present to you the 22 candidates present who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Education, Doctor of Philosophy, or Doctor of Nursing Practice, and who have been recommended for these degrees by the faculty of the College of Education and Human Development, the College of Liberal Arts, the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, and the College of Science and Mathematics. We will confer doctoral degrees by college. Following the recognition of our doctoral candidates, Chancellor Motley will confer the degrees. Will Felicia Wilczynski, Dean of the College of Education and Human Development, please come forward as the 6 doctoral candidates in your college receive their degrees. Kimberly Burns, Doctor of Education in Human Higher Education Administration. Pandora Carlucci, Doctor of Education in Higher Education Administration. Alan Cron, Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership. Thank you. Heather Gilmore, Doctor of Education in Higher Education Administration. Andres Reyes, Doctor of Education in Higher Education Administration. Yes. Jules Tater, Doctor of Education in Higher Education Administration. Will Emily McDermott, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, please come forward as the 3 doctoral candidates in your college receive their degrees? Kristen Chan, Doctor of Philosophy in Clinical Psychology. Sarah Schwartz, Doctor of Philosophy in Clinical Psychology. Lisa Schleback, Doctor of Clinical Psychology. Doctor of Philosophy in Clinical Psychology. Will Anahid Kulwicki, Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, please come forward as the 7 doctoral candidates in your college receive their degrees? Tanya Osborne, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Bonnie Cohen, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Ellen Latour, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Yes. Marjorie Crabtree, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Ermin Pagosian, Doctor of Philosophy in Nursing. Vijay Shoresh, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Coral Lydia Wiederkruger, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Will Andrew Gosowski, Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics, please come forward? As the 4 doctoral candidates in your college receive their degrees. Abdul Abebe, Doctor of Philosophy in Molecular, Cellular, and Organismal Biology. Angelique Enyenitho, Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Science. Swaminathan Iyer, Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science. Wang Chi Chang, Doctor in Computer Science, Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science. That's it. Which? Who? All right. Zhuan Ziyang, Doctor of Philosophy in Green Chemistry.
By the authority vested in me by President Robert Corrett of the Board and our Board of Trustees of the University of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Education, Doctor of Philosophy, or Doctor of Nursing Practice as recommended by the faculty of the University of Massachusetts, Boston. In accordance with customs, you as individuals are entitled to all the rights and privileges which pertain to this degree, here and elsewhere. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chancellor Motley. Doctor recipients, please be seated. We will now present the candidates for master's and bachelor's degree. Their diplomas will be distributed during the college ceremonies later today. With the 1,226 candidates for master's degrees, education specialist degrees, graduate certificates, postmaster certificates, and certificates of advanced graduate study in the College of Education and Human Development, the College of Liberal Arts, the College of Management, the College of Nursing and Health Science, the College of Public and Community Service, the College of Science and Mathematics, the John W. McCormack Graduate School for Policy and Global Studies, and the College of Advancing and Professional Studies. Please rise and remain standing.
Yes.
Chancellor Motley, on the recommendation of the faculty and deans, I have the honor to present to you the candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Master of Arts, or Master of Fine Arts, or Master of Science, or Master of Education, or Master of Business Administration, or Education Specialist degree, or for graduate certificates, postmaster's certificates, or certificates of advanced graduate study.
By the authority vested in me by President Robert Corrett and the Board of Trustees of the University of Massachusetts, I confer upon the certified students the degree of Masters of Arts, or Master of Fine Arts, or Master of Science, or Master of Education, or Master of Business Administration, or Education Specialist, or for graduate certificates, postmaster's certificates, or certificates of advanced graduate studies. As recommended by this faculty of the University of Massachusetts, Boston, in accordance with custom, you are, as individuals, entitled to all the rights and the privileges which pertain to this degree or certificate here and elsewhere. Congratulations!
Thank you, Chancellor Motley. Will your master's, postmaster's certificate, graduate certificate, and certificate of advanced graduate study recipients now please be seated? Now we will present the bachelor's degrees.
Yeah.
As your colleges are announced, please rise and remain standing. Dean Emily McDermott of the College of Liberal Arts, please step forward. On the recommendation of the Dean and faculty, will the 1,125 candidates for a bachelor's degree and Bachelor's of Arts and Bachelor's of Science in the College of Liberal Arts please rise and be recognized?
Strong.
Dean Anahid Kilwicki of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, please step forward. On the recommendation of the Dean and faculty, will the 587 candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Nursing and Health Sciences please rise and be recognized?
Yes.
Dean Philip Quaderi of the College of Management, please step forward. On the recommendation of the Dean and faculty, will the 551 candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Management please rise and be recognized?
Yes.
Dean Andrew Gasowski of the College of Science and Mathematics, please step forward. On the recommendation of the Dean and faculty, will the 325 candidates for the degree of Bachelors of Arts and Bachelors of Science in the College of Science and Mathematics please rise and be recognized? Chancellor Motley, I have the honor to present to you the 2,637 candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science in the College of Education and Human Development, the College of Liberal Arts, the College of Management, the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, the College of Public and Community Service, and the College of Science and Mathematics, who have been recommended for these degrees by their faculty.
By the authority vested in me by President Robert Corrett of the Board of Trustees and the Board of Trustees of the University of Massachusetts, I confer upon the certified students the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, as recommended by the faculty of the University of Massachusetts, Boston. In accordance with custom, you as individuals are entitled to all the rights and the privileges which pertain to this degree or certificate here and elsewhere. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
I like it. Yes.
Okay, you can be seated for a second.
Missing from the group we just identified are 8 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Education and Human Development. I'd like them to rise and have Dean Wyszynski stand in recognition of their accomplishments and the recognition of their work. As well, 41 candidates for the Bachelors of Arts and Bachelors of Science degree from the College of Public and Community Service.
So what I'm going to ask you to do is, if we just called you out for your Bachelor of Science, stand again with your classmates so we all stand together. And I can unconfer and then reconfer you so that we can be all conferred together. All right? That's how we do it around. Stand on back up. You only got a few more minutes. We promised to get you out of here by noon, and we're going to do that. So, with the addition of those from those great colleges of Education and Human Development and also the College of Community
Public and
from CPCS. But I'm also looking because I'm just so proud of each and every one of you out here today. So, with that, by the authority vested in me by President Robert Corrett in the Board of Trustees, I would like to certify your degrees that are Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, as recommended by the faculty of this great university, the University of Massachusetts, Boston. In accordance with custom, you all, as individuals, are entitled to all the rights and privileges which pertain to this degree or your certificate here and elsewhere. Again, congratulations. Now you can be seated. Sorry. So, every year, we induct our graduates into the family of alumni of the University of Massachusetts Boston. Because the strength of this university depends upon each and every one of you. There are nearly 90,000 alumni of the University of Massachusetts Boston. Boston State College, Boston State Teachers College at Boston, and Boston Normal School. We go all the way back to Boston Normal School, who give witness to the great value of public higher education. With Maureen Melton from the class of 1985 and 1990, Vice President of the University of Massachusetts Boston Alumni Association, our own Sam Chandler, the John F. Kennedy Award winner, representing the student body. Please come forward for the Alumni Association induction.
Will all the members of the class of 2013 please stand? Yeah, one more time.
All the members.
Chancellor Motley and Alumni Association Vice President Melton, inscribed upon this scroll are the names of every class of 2013 undergraduate and graduate students. I request that each name be permanently added to the list of distinguished and revered alumni of the University of Massachusetts Boston. We ask that the University of Massachusetts Boston Alumni Association help direct our service to the university so that our class joins all alumni in helping to bring honor to our university.
Thank you. Members of the graduating class of 2013, we welcome you. All University of Massachusetts Boston alumni join you in your pledge to bring honor to Boston's great public university. We welcome you to the Alumni Association and wish you every success. Congratulations.
Before we dismiss each college to conduct its separate ceremonies, our University of Massachusetts Boston Chamber Singers will lead us in the singing of the UMass alma mater, a song that celebrates the traditions and values of our university. Please refer to the inside back cover of your program for the lyrics and the history.
Boston, a torch in your hand, the
So now, we conclude the main ceremony of our 45th commencement. The provost will give you direction for the recession in just a moment. Graduates, as you go forth, take pride in the University of Massachusetts, Boston. We are truly proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations, class of 2013.
Each college will be led by its dean and faculty to separate college ceremonies. We ask that family and friends please remain in your places until all graduates have recessed. Professor Sugumaran and flag bearers, please take your places. Would the trustees and honored guests please rise and follow the Chancellor off the stage. Yes. And follow the state party down the center aisle. Would the College of Science and Mathematics Dean Basowski please come forward? And would the faculty of the College of Science and Mathematics please rise and follow your dean? Graduates down the center aisle to your college ceremony that will take place in the Clark Athletic Center ice rink. Would the College of Nursing and Health Sciences Dean Kulwicki please come forward? And would the faculty of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences please rise and follow your dean? You will lead your graduates down the aisle closest to the campus center by aisle 1 to the stairs near the General Academic Building construction site. The College of Nursing and Health Sciences ceremonies will be held at the tent on this Hatta field. Would the College of Management Dean Coyere please come forward? And would the faculty of the College of Management please rise and follow your dean? Lead your graduates down the aisle closest to the water to your college ceremony that will take place in the Clark Center Gym. Education and Human Development Dean Brzezinski please come forward? And would the faculty of the College of Education and Human Development please rise and follow your dean? You lead the graduates to the aisle closest to the campus center. Would the College of Liberal Arts Dean McDermott please come forward? And would the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts please rise and follow your dean? You will lead down your graduates down the center aisle to the tent behind them. The ceremony will be held in the main stage area. Would the College of Advancing and Professional Studies Dean DeSalvia please come forward? And would the faculty of the College of Advancing and Professional Studies please rise and follow your dean? You'll lead your graduates down the aisle closest to the campus center. Your college ceremony that will take place in the Snowden Auditorium on the first floor of Wheatley Hall. John W. McCormack Graduate School for Policy and Global Studies Dean Jackson, please stand and come forward. And with the faculty of the McCormack Graduate School, please rise and follow your dean. You lead your graduates down the aisle closest to the campus center. Your college ceremony that will take place in the campus center ballroom on the third floor. With the College of Public and Community Service, Dean Madison, please come forward, and with the faculty of the College of Public and Community Service, please rise and follow your Dean. Did we have reports from anybody?